She put her head on me. Easy.
It was caught on camera. We could have cut that shit out.
I'm gonna still have it on camera.
I'm gonna take this SIM card and run away.
Anyways.
Listen, bitch. Life is messy. But so is this fucking podcast. Let me tell you something.
What's up, bitches? It's Charity. We back in this bit. Episode 3. Like 1, 2, 3.
What's up, y'all? It's ATL. Like she said. Number 3. Episode 3. Is that right? This way?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. So, today, we listen and we don't judge. Let's just start there. Let me tell you something about driving across the country.
Deranged. So, it's a lot that goes into this. So we're gonna start from before.
Like, yeah, before all of this started.
So first of all, we planned to take this drive back in April.
Like March, April. Because by March, we had gotten the news. Then April, we were like, all right, fuck it. Guess we're doing this.
Yeah. At that point, we still didn't know where we were staying. We didn't know if we were going to fly, if we were going to drive.
We didn't even know how long we were going to stay.
Exactly. We just knew we were going to Texas. So we went to Texas. But
there's a lot that happened going to Texas and then in Texas.
We're going to start with before, though. Okay.
Like,
let's talk about how I went to Vegas, right? Right before, the week before we went to Texas, right? I was in Vegas for a week. I got there a week before we went to Texas. You do the math.
You went back 3 hours to come back 3 hours ahead to then go literally back in time.
Yes. I went for EDC. If you know, you know. I got a tattoo.
We finna post that tattoo on what? Instagram,
TikTok, everything. You'll see it on all platforms.
But you'll also see where the other story came from, though. Like, our OGs would know.
Yeah.
Our OGs would know.
Yeah, exactly. But, so I did that, right? Day after the last day of EDC, airport, layover in Charlotte.
Long ass layover.
Layover for 3.5 hours in an airport. Mind you, I left Vegas at like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Long ass layover.
Because she didn't get here for like a while.
I didn't get here till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, I got here at like 12:30, 12:45, maybe 1. But I was supposed to get here at 11. Anyways,
not this.
That didn't happen. So, yeah, I landed. She picked me up at the airport. We went vroom vroom to Texas.
Let me tell you about what happened. Let me tell you about what happened. Obviously, to get to Texas, you have to go through Florida entirely, including the Panhandle. We gonna get there. Then goes what? Alabama, then Mississippi, then Louisiana, then Texas. We're gonna start in Florida right now. Right now we're in Florida. I picked her up. We went out to go see a friend before. After we left that house, it began. We didn't stop till Port St. Lucie.
We have the clip from Port St. Lucie.
Thank you for saying it correctly this time. I appreciate that. Because who the fuck is Lucia?
Listen.
Don't know. And then we stopped at, and I'm sorry for what I'm about to, like, how I'm about to pronounce it or whatever, but we're gonna put it, like, right here.
We're at the next stop, and it's, Oklahoma.
I think that's how you say it. I don't know how to say it.
Fucking Oklahoma?
I don't remember. And then after that, that was, like, passing Orlando. And then after that, we went into the Panhandle. We stopped in Tallahassee. We got some fire-ass tacos.
No, that was in Gainesville.
Oh, Gainesville. Whoopsie! We stopped in Alligatorville. And we got some tacos. Them shits was fire. And anytime I have to drive out of Florida, that's the stop. And also that sports bar that we stopped at when we were coming back home.
When we were coming back home. That shit was fire too.
Sorry, that's a stop.
What was that place called?
The fuck if I know. Oh, but I have a photo. I have a
me
photo there.
too.
Okay. Yeah, they took a photo of me taking a photo. Yeah. So we stopped for tacos. It was amazing. It was.
And I was passenger princess
the whole time.
Because I didn't have my license at the time, and we're not going to talk about it in this episode. Y'all don't even know my business.
Now, the way we got your license back, that was...
Listen, we ain't going to talk about that either.
We ain't going to talk about that either. So, after Gainesville, we start going. I had to pee. My bladder is probably like this small.
Brother.
What was it, a Holiday Inn?
Oh my gosh. I don't even remember,
I don't know.
bro.
I don't know if it was a Holiday Inn or not. I don't remember. It had a sun. The logo was a sun. I remember that shit.
Days in.
Well, count your motherfucking days because... Count your fucking days because let me tell you something. I had to pee. And you know, driving up, like, we would stop anywhere to go pee. You know, people would let us pee. Cool. Get up to the hotel. Driving, you know, a little park, and then I fucking ran inside. I was like, oh my god, excuse me, where's the bathroom? I'm doing a little fucking pee-pee dance. I'm like this. I'm doing a little pee-pee dance. And she goes, bathrooms for customer only. I said, okay. I looked around. I saw she had a little concession stand. I said, can I buy something? She goes, no, you have to get a room. I said, well, I just need to pee. Can I go in one of the rooms and pee? She says, no, you need to get out. This is private property. You're trespassing. I said, it's literally, who owns this? Not you. Definitely not you. So she was like, oh no, because whenever people come here, they destroy the bathroom and then they just leave. And I get that. But I'm sitting here and I'm telling you, I gotta pee. And at this point, I lied to that bitch.
She was desperate, but mind you, hold on, because it was one of those straight shots that, like, it didn't have a lot of stops other than, like, the little, like, park stops. But those are, like, dark, and we were just by ourselves. So, obviously, we're not going to stop at those. Especially, again, we were by ourselves driving from 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And imagine, it takes, like, 6 hours from where we are to get to Pensacola. So, it's, like, that's the area.
Motherfucker 6, about, like, 7 or 8.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Maybe. But, girl,
you went straight. You didn't take the Panhandle.
Yeah,
Florida long as fuck. Florida
I
is
know.
12 fucking hours. And I did not believe that shit. But that bitch at the days in, count your days, because I still peed and I still left your bathroom nice. So fuck you. And why the fuck is Florida so long?
For no reason. And at that time, it was like flooding in a lot of places.
Oh my god,
like,
yeah.
bro, it was sad to see, to be honest.
We really left in the middle of, like, the worst
time to leave, but whatever.
They were going through fucking tornado hits. It was flooding. It was storming. And we just said, we're going to Texas. Yep. And it has to be this week.
Mm-hmm.
We just drove and we didn't even know, like, when or how. I think we got like what the Airbnb like 2 days before, a day before.
Nah, like 3 days. We got the Airbnb like 3 days before, but they didn't send us like the confirmation until a day before. Because I remember I was like freaking out because again, I'm in fucking Vegas and these motherfuckers are not texting me back. And I'm like, bro, like they haven't told me nothing about the Airbnb. Like, mind you, it's like under my name. So I have the information, but it's like they're not contacting me back. So I'm like texting her. I'm like, Charity, what the fuck do I do? I was kidding. I get paranoid, bro. I have to have shit planned out. But
yes, it's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth.
oh yeah. I don't know. Was it your first time going to Buc-ee's? It was my first time going to Buc-ee's.
It was.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
It really fucking.
We went to Buc-ee's. Dude, that shit's like a convenience store and a gas station. Like when I say convenience store, I mean like that shit has everything. That shit has clothes. That shit has fucking food.
Paintings.
Yep.
My fucking Picasso's painting
Squishmallows. Like
grills.
yes, bro. They have
whole
everything.
barbecue grills.
Yeah, they have everything there. Like it's fucking Sedanos, bro. Basically, but with gas.
They did have a meat section.
Bruh, that's what I'm
They
saying.
really did have a
It's
meat
Sedanos,
section,
but
though.
with gas.
And if you know, then you know what we're talking about. And
Oh,
if you know
yeah.
what store we're talking about, shut up. Shut up. Don't say anything. Don't comment. It's for safety purposes, damn it. That's just gonna give us away. Y'all gonna be peeking in there. These bitches here? No, I'm not. Now you know where to find me, and that's not okay.
I want to talk about when we got to the Airbnb.
Oh, she was mad.
Motherfucker, I haven't slept in like 30 hours. What do you mean? Yes, I am angry. What do you mean? I expect to come to a place that I spend my hard working money on for it to be nice. Not for it to have fucking flies and for me to have a broke ass door handle knob or whatever the fuck. That shit was a keypad. Why the fuck is it loose?
Why the fuck I'm typing and this shit going like this?
Literally. What do you
That shit go like
mean?
this?
Yes, I was mad. Oh man. Man. What? Since we're on this topic, I actually want to talk about it. What's the worst hotel Airbnb experience you ever had?
Ooh. Oh my god, it was this one time. Okay, it was this one time, and I went with my niece and nephews, and like family, like really big family, and I went with obviously the person I was dating at the time, and first of all, we drove in a car with children. I wanted to. Oh, at that time. Now we've always. I love you guys, but we got to the Airbnb and we rushed. Like we were like, okay, like let's pick our rooms. Da, da, da. It was a very, very, very nice house. It had a pool. It had a jacuzzi. It had like 3 floors at the bottom, like 3 floors at the top. It had multiple bathrooms. And the reason that we chose this was for the kids specifically. They had a movie room. They had turned the garage into a movie room, and it was so nice, so pretty, but it was stinky, moldy, leaking. Bitch, do you know how much we paid for that house? We paid a hefty little penny. A hefty little penny. Before renting out your house, please listen to your past guest about what is going on in that house.
That part.
Because fix it before your next round of guests get there. Reviews matter.
Yeah, nah. Listen, I don't know. Like, you could, bruh. I have bad luck with hotels, but there's this, bruh. You could ask Charity, bruh. I have horrible luck with hotels. It doesn't matter how much money I spend on a hotel, bro. They put me in a shitty ass fucking room every time.
What was yours? What was your like worst experience?
The one in Tennessee. Bruh.
Ooh.
Bro, y'all don't understand. I gave them 2 chances. Not 1, but 2. And I'm not no Karen, but when it comes to my money, I'm not spending money on something that's literally could kill me.
That part.
Like, I'm telling you, bro, I have video footage and I'm gonna put it in here, right here, while I'm talking. So, I went to this hotel in Sevierville, Tennessee. And
She name drop.
Yep. In Sevierville, Tennessee, okay. And in the hotel, the first room that they put us in, the sheets dirty as hell, as you can see right here. That doesn't look clean at all.
That dirty.
Of course, I'm gonna ask to move the room, or for y'all to come fucking clean this shit. Like
That part.
one or the other. I would have been fine if you would have cleaned it.
Do a little turnaround service.
They put me in another room. Okay, cool, great. I appreciate it. Thank you. Girl, when I tell you, I want y'all to know I had my 10-year-old little sister with me. Okay? I don't play about her.
No, she don't.
So you could put me in a room that's fucked up, okay, whatever. Even though it's not good for me, you know, I'll take it for the night because I'm tired. We just drove from fucking where we live to Tennessee. They put me the second room. It was a room. It had mold on the wall. Again, video footage. Door broken. Held with a fucking nail. That was the shit that we were supposed to use to lock. A fucking nail.
Not the nail.
Yes, bitch. The fucking side of the wall. What is it called? The y'all know what
The
I'm talking about.
railings. That part. That little white part.
Yeah, like the borders. The borders at the bottom. That shit was coming off of the wall, bro. There was literal human feces on the bathroom wall, bro.
On both rooms?
No, in the second one. Bro, I'm telling you, it was disgusting. So automatically, I'm calling the front desk. I'm calling the third party that I booked through, which is Expedia. Yeah. I ended up leaving the hotel, but that was the worst experience I ever had because I really had to go all like, I hate being that person. I hate having to be that person, but I had to because I'm not spending money for this. No. But yeah, that was my worst experience in a hotel, and I would never book at that hotel ever again. I don't recommend y'all to either. I don't think you would after you've seen what you just seen. But yeah.
I think the kind of like, you know, like I think like the 2 best ones that like we've done would be the one that we just recently did for our first video, and then the one in Texas. The second hotel, it was a little sketchy. It was located somewhere like a little sketchy, but
it's because it was right off the highway in a different state, so we're just not used to that environment.
It was fucking sketchy. Like we had somebody, we did not know these people. I'm talking about plates, like monitor, all that shit. I was like, okay, cool. But we asked him a question. Obviously, they was like, yeah, sure. So I was like, like very nice people. Very sketchy hotel. Very, very good experience. I want to say it was a nice experience. So you guys know we went to Texas, but the reason why we went to Texas was because my niece and my nephew were graduating, and I had to be there. I drove 16 hours and after the game, which might have to happen in November.
In November?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a fun. We're flying this time. I'm not driving. I can't do that. We almost died in fucking Louisiana. I'm not doing that.
Oh yeah. Let me.
If you live in Louisiana, you need to learn how to drive,
bro.
Like, y'all got some fucking sense.
When I tell you this man did a whole U-turn off of the highway after trying to hit us on purpose.
That's why you miss your exit, little bitch.
But bruh, I was baffled at the way he dead ass said,
Yo,
on
he
the
was
highway. I
scared.
said, what the fuck? Because, bruh, it's only 2 lanes. Construction right here. There's nothing here. It's just water. Like,
And it was like a little railing, probably
And-
like about like this high,
bruh,
like concrete railing. Like,
anybody that knows me knows that my biggest fear is an accident, and an accident in a body of water. A car accident and a car accident in a body of water, bro. Nah, look at me. I'm fucking stressing right now, and I ain't even going through that shit. That shit is just nah. So yes, I was scared because I was like, what the fuck, bro? We in a different state. Ain't nobody finna find us or find my iPhone finna go off as soon as the water touches it, bro. I'm like flipping shit.
literally. But the worst part about the whole thing was that he was just road raging.
Yes.
Mind you, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was just trying to get there. I had 5 hours left. I was just really trying to kill that to just lay the fuck down.
Mhm.
Tired as fuck, right? And he's raging. Like, he was raging so bad. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, I'm already going over the speed limit. Mind you, I was going already like in 80, 85, 90 miles per hour. Down like a 2. Let me tell you something. That was scary, especially after that big ass metal bridge.
Yes, bro.
Oh, that bitch was high. Oh, that bitch was just scary. But it looks pretty cool once you get up there. It looks like we be playing battleships with the other countries. You really look at it like battleships. It's not just a game. It's like a real life situation.
It is.
But
Unfortunately.
I mean, yeah. But still, he then turned on his little like white and yellow lights, and he was brake checking me the whole time. Listen, it got to a point where I was ready to just.
And before that, he was like,
smack that shit. I had my dash cam on.
Like, he was doing it on purpose, because before that, he was behind us putting his high beams on with his little flashlights. So it's like, he was mad that she wasn't going faster. Bro, she's already going like 10 miles, 15 miles over the speed limit in a like narrow ass road. Like,
and if you see this and you know me and you see me outside, no, you didn't. If you know what I mean. I wasn't doing that.
But yeah.
What was the best place that you ate at in Texas?
Honestly, I would have to say the taco truck, because we didn't really eat like nothing like crazy. Like, Whataburger was good, but you know I'm a taco girl, so like,
I don't give a fuck what anybody gotta say. You gotta know where I'm from. You already know we went to Orlando, so you already know I'm talking about how long Florida is, so you already know where the fuck we're from. State-wise. Listen, we do not have In-N-Out. We just got Raising Cane's last year. I still haven't even tasted that shit. But In-N-Out?
Oh, she fucked that shit up.
I fucked that shit up, and y'all finna see that shit at the end. Matter of fact, not even at the end, because
yeah, just
that
show that
video
shit
was
right
funny
now.
as fuck.
No, she was not that good. Yeah, she was not that good.
I fucked that shit. Oh,
nah, bro,
my
she
stomach
really
was hurting. I broke being a pescatarian for In-N-Out, and I do that shit again. But them fries salty as fuck.
I'm not
trying
gonna
to get
lie.
my cholesterol up.
That was like my opinion as well on all of it.
What?
Like, everything was salty as fuck. It was good, but the burger, I think, is like, if I didn't get an animal style, I think it would have been good. I think it was too much flavor going on for me. But
Whataburger burgers?
that shit. Remember, I got the melt though.
Yeah,
I didn't
she
get
got the patty melt. That shit was fire.
I got
That
the
burger
mushrooms
was
with patty melt. Elite. That was like, damn, I'm not gonna lie.
Not good.
That shit was gas.
Not good.
I don't give a fuck.
Not good at all.
Nah, I got the melt. That shit was fire. I'll eat it again.
That shit was gas.
But what else did we do in Texas?
Oh, my god. Oh my god, guys. We went to the I don't care. We went to the Houston Science Museum.
Mm-hmm.
If you know me, little fun fact about me, since you don't know me, bitch, I love museums. Art museums, science museum, history museums. Oh, and the fact that the science museum turned also into like a almost type history
Yeah, I was gonna say
museum.
artifacts.
I love that shit. That museum is so fucking big. It has a planetarium. It has a butterfly world.
Which
it
do
has
they want to go in?
I don't fucking like bugs at all. I don't care if you fly, crawl, I don't care. It had dinosaurs and the periodic table, like actually with things inside of it. And then oh my god, upstairs, go upstairs, they have crystals in boxes
that
in
was my
raw form.
favorite. That was my favorite part of the whole museum. That shit was beautiful.
God.
Actually, I think I have some videos. We'll put them at the end.
We have videos, we have pictures. You're gonna see me admiring a dinosaur. And first of all, if you think that I don't like dinosaurs and they don't fascinate me, here's a picture to prove that they do, because them bitches are big as fuck. Do you see my face? The girl was too stunned to speak. And then we went to the aquarium.
Oh, that shit was so beautiful. I love the aquarium. I loved it. Oh my gosh, we were able to like touch the stingrays and stuff. Oh, I love stingrays. Obsessed. Bro, that white tiger.
Fuck, you got a tiger in the aquarium.
And bro, that's what I'm saying, but also it was in such a confined space. Like, how? How does his big body bully ass fucking live his whole life in that fucking tiny cage?
And they said that shit too.
Like,
and you can tell like the reason like why they like made this, or they like kept him so long, is because literally if you really saw like the whole aquarium shit, like first of all, it's kind of fucked up that you guys have actual like embalmed animals upstairs, and there's a fucking white tiger and other tigers embalmed upstairs, and then you just got a live one downstairs. How do you think he feels? What if that's his cousin Jacob? What the fuck? For why? But he's literally like at the end of the museum, like once you are at the tiger, like there's somebody there taking pictures, whatever the hell, and then you just jump straight into the gift shop, and then you just go. So he's just literally like, it sucks to say, and I hate when people capture animals like that.
But let's move on from that topic so we don't get somebody angry. That's really like the main things that we did while we were in Texas. And then we just, she suffered from very bad allergies.
I don't know
what she had going on. And then we also almost died in a tornado because we were leaving. Well, we were gonna leave, and then the fucking tornado just came out of fucking nowhere.
Like literally, like what, like 1 or 2 cities down?
Yeah, and then there was, of course, tornado watch, so we couldn't fucking leave.
And they closed the borders.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. A lot of shit fucking went down. Let me tell you something.
And we didn't stop. The only time we didn't stop going there, but the only time that we stopped coming back was when we were going home, and we decided to sleep in NOLA because I could not fucking drive. My nose was stuffy. As soon as I got out of Texas, I can breathe a little bit, but I couldn't breathe enough. So I had to stop because I was taking Claritin. I was dying. So we stopped in NOLA. And I'm going to show you how sleep deprived and deranged this garden gnome was, because what the fuck is this?
That is me.
It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning.
And then, bro, before we even got to the hotel, we were at the gas station. I was filling up, bro. And tell me how Mordecai fucking spit back at me. Mordecai is her car. I was feeling him, and then he just said, and
He's bougie.
yeah, bruh.
He
I was
takes
like, damn,
Chevron.
boy, my fault.
He takes Chevron.
Yeah, but
I didn't see a Chevron in Texas. I did see Buc-ee's. I did see Buc-ee's.
But the last thing is that we made it home safe. We did bring y'all along with us, so we'll put a whole bunch of clips here at the end. And didn't you want to ask a question?
Oh, and please, I really want to hear your answers. So, what's the longest road trip that you have done, and where have you gone? And if somebody says Europe, I'm gonna... Don't do that. Don't do that. You're stupid.
All right, fuckers.
All right, bitches.
That's all for today. Be sure to follow us on all platforms at Let Me Tell You Summmm Pod, except for Twitter.
That is LTYS. Yeah, I'm dyslexic. Please. I am very dyslexic. My apologies. But we'll see you next Tuesday, bitches.
Bye, fuckers.